Hello everybody and welcome to the very first Foundation Park Rec Side walkthrough. We're taking a look at the front nine here. I'm your host, Mikey Beal. Let's keep it real. Taking a look at hole one here, we've got a par 3 right off the tee. It's 315 feet. I like to do a flex shot right around the right side of the basket. Most players will do a turning shot right around the left side to park it. And other players will also do a forehand to place it right up next to the tree. This is a great beginner and intermediate course. So it's not very difficult and there's not very much woods play until you get to the back part or the back nine and the later part of the front nine. Taking a look at hole 2, we got a par 4, 492 feet here in our B placement position. It's 150 meters. Lots of woods play here on the right side, so you got to watch out for those turning drivers. If you get a good nasty headwind and you pick the wrong disc, you're going in there and you're just going to pick up a couple extra strokes getting out. If you see that white post there in the center of the fairway, that is our A placement if you will. See this dead tree, most players will hyzer right to the left side of it to get an easy hyzer approach shot for the birdie option. I myself like to shoot straight at it because I know that hyzer option is there, so I can play with a safe fade and get a nice upshot. Taking a look at hole 3, we got another par 4, 457 feet. That's 140 meters. Bit of a low ceiling off the tee. If you're a little too high, it'll lift right up in there and get caught in those branches and go straight down by our red tees. Most right-hand, backhand players will do a turning shot to the right side of that of the fairway right around that tree there to set up a hyzer shot towards our A placement when the baskets are in A placement, or a hyzer shot to get a good placement looking for a birdie option right at the pin here in our B placement. I like to shoot straight with a nice fade to the left side of the fairway and use that second shot to go right up next to the pin and get as close as I possibly can for an easy birdie option. Left-hand players have it safe here. Just watch out for the trees there off the tee. Here we are at hole 4. It's a par 3, 376 feet. There's a bit of a tunnel shot there on the left right off the tee. Most players will do a hyzer shot to play up right into the grove of trees there on the left. A placement's there on the far right side of your screen, but B placement is the one that is visible right now. I like to take my own shots and lay them up right here in the grove for a long putt for 2, just to play it safe, just knowing that easy birdie option is there and that easy par setup is there is a very safe play for intermediate players. Here we are at hole 5, another par 4, 500 feet at the longest hole thus far. 152 meters. Most players here, if you've got a big off arm, you're going to send it straight out to hyzer around those trees and give you a good hyzer option to get as close as you can to the basket. If you happen to hyzer here short, you'll set yourself up for a nice tunnel shot right in this area. You can see that white pin there on the left side. That's our setup for A placement. It's the short tee option. I will normally take the route here if I am not feeling very distant that day, and just run right through this tunnel shot, watching out and being very careful of this branch here on the left side. But I know that I can overpower a nice mid-range, turn it a little bit, and fade it right in for a nice birdie option here. Taking a look at hole 6, another par 4, 465 feet, one of the most technical shots thus far on the front 9. Lot of fairway here on the right side, but if you happen to fade a little too early, you didn't take enough fairway and really play out or get far enough, you're going to be finding yourself in a struggle position. You'd see that white post there nestled inside the trees. That is our A placement position. It is an ace runner if you have got a bomb of an arm. But most often, you're going to want to play right here, right at the edge of this tree if you can get there. Or if you can get right here in this grove here on the right side, just right there to get a nice straight look at the pin for a 2 opportunity, a nice eagle opportunity. Going into hole 7, another par 4, 483 feet. This one is very self-explanatory. Tunnel shot, tunnel shot, tunnel shot if you can make it. Most players here will start with the tunnel shot, fade left of this grove of trees here, right. This first one, go right on the left side to set up a nice soft hyzer into the tunnel. Left-handed players will lay up in that same area to get a nice hyzer shot towards the backside where the basket is. If you see that white post, that's our A position. Very simple A position hole. Easy to nail a birdie there. If you're not careful, there are no spike hyzer moments here, so you're really just going to want to play the tunnel and try to avoid the trees the best that you can. Very beautiful hole. We're getting into the wooded area right now here for this rec side. Moving on into hole 8, you can see we've got that tee pad right there. Par 3, 282 feet at a short technical hole. It is very difficult to crest this hill, and if you do, you are likely going straight and hitting a tree. So you're going to want to throw something that's slightly overstable here. If you're a right-hand, backhand player, there's our A placement right there. Lay up here and give a 2 option there, or cross the creek to get the best birdie option you can get. This is a very tough hole for this side. Going into hole 9, we've got another par 3, 332 feet. Most players will take the top side of that diagonal tree right there. Try to play the hyzer route. Get this hyzer right around the fairway and into the grove of trees right over there on the right dead center of them to get a good look at D placement. This right here is the left-hand route. You'll be looking right at this A placement. You can park it as close as you can to this. You'll have a decent shot as a right-hand, backhand player to get to the pin in 2, but you want to nestle up right there as close as you can. My name is Mikey Beal. 133253 is the PDGA number, and thank you guys for coming on our first ever ride for our Foundation Park walkthrough.